How you going? How you going? How you doing, you freaking awesome people? It's your boy Sir V, and we are here talking about Vampire the Masquerade. We're both talking about I think it's called Bloodline 2, and we're also talking about the Battle Royale, which just recently got announced. Now I know that Bloodline 2 had been announced a little while ago, and I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, I didn't know about it till today. I haven't played the other Vampire the Masquerade, so this is kind of a fresh experience for me. I love RPGs and I love vampires, so we're gonna just kind of experience it. We're gonna be watching quite a few videos. I'll probably be cutting out stuff that's not super interesting. So we're gonna be watching a trailer for the Battle Royale, which is a pretty short one. It's just a little cinematic announcement trailer. We're going to be watching the Vampire Masquerade, I think, original announcement trailer or opening cinematics and a little bit of gameplay. And then we're going to be reading a couple of articles. So hopefully you're ready to come along for the ride. Big Fang time, all right? We just came out of Halloween. So yeah, I figured this works. This works. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into the videos. All right, so we're going to start with the official next gen trailer, which I believe came out a couple months ago. Oh. Oh, oh my. Just a heads up, we'll probably have to mute this part of it for the audio. I doubt they have the rights to it. So you're gonna be having some muted parts. I'll just put some background music over it. Graphically, that was pretty good looking, but some of his movements were kind of, you know, robotic-ish. But moving on, I really like this art style. I think this is what we're looking at right here is some gameplay, which we're going to be watching some gameplay after this one. I like the art style a lot. It's semi-realistic, semi-cartoonish, and I'm getting a lot of Bioshock feeling from it. Sorry for that badoop. I'm getting a lot of Bioshock feeling from it, which I'm really digging. I know you guys can't hear the music, but even the music really plays into it. I have the link to the original video down below. I highly suggest watching it because I'm sure this is going to be way better with the audio. So yeah, I'm getting some pretty hardcore Bioshock mixed with like Dishonored, which I'm down for. Even has a somewhat similar art style to Dishonored, so I'm really digging that. You know, I'm pretty excited for this. Again, a link to the original video below. We're going to jump now to, is this the gameplay? Nope, we don't want to do that one yet. We want to do clan introduction. Hopefully this one doesn't have copyright music on it, but here we go. This is 4K upscale. This is from, oh my gosh, get out of here. From 2019, June of 2019, so over a year ago. So anything that we see might be different. Clan introductions, rebels, rabble, and rejects. Dig it?
From down here, among the tepid puddles of waste and piss, you can tell this city is rotten. We've seen it before.
I'm digging this art style too.
For centuries. The only change you will get is one crooked pig replaced by the next little piggy, soon to turn even fatter and more corrupt. Change is not an apple that falls when it is ripe. You have to make it fall.
I would have said you would have to pluck it.
We will set it all ablaze. Fresh blood, from the top down, even if it means spilling some.
Bruja. Weird transition. So what I think this is an opening cinematic. Let's see, a clan introduction. Okay, maybe it's not an opening cinematic. I thought maybe this was like opening cinematic based on what clan you pick, and maybe that is it. So, never ending, never alone.
This isn't madness. It's all your secrets whispered to me at once. I can hear and see it all. Everything the world wants to hide from itself. But there are gaps, missing scenes, blurred faces, and the murmurs of those plotting against me. Never ending, never silent, never alone.
Malkavian? Okay. So these are the different clans, got it. Yeah. Born a crime? I don't know, that doesn't seem like
the summer.
Clan
How
names.
the sun
Maybe it's
brings everything to life.
I don't know what it is.
Now it just mocks me. I thought I died, but I feel even more alive. Faster, stronger. I want to run, hunt, feed. But what I saw, am I at the bottom of this food chain? Okay, keep cool.
That was a lot of light coming from there.
But this thirst, it's killing me. Keep cool.
Thin Blood. If Thin Blood is the name of the clan, I imagine that's the vampires that prefer to feast on animals rather than humans. Beautiful way to die.
We do not choose to enter this life. Hungering and helpless, we come into this stale and plain world. So we spend our time searching for that one sublime revelation to fill the void, to lose ourselves in beauty and perfection. Beauty can be elegant, seductive, full of pleasure, raw.
Why is it that any game, TV show, movie where you have a rich guy depicted, he's always sitting at a super long dining table in a super nice dining room? Every time. Why is this like a set rule? It's not a complaint. It's just I just thought about that. Like anytime we see a person depicted as rich, they're sitting at a long dining table with all this food, and usually it's a guy at one end and a woman at the other, and they're eating 1,000 miles away from each other with all these candles and just way more food than I'm sure even all the homeless people in the area could eat. It's like, why? Just, I don't know. Anyways.
Violent, lethal, Let me help us find it, to lose ourselves. Come closer. I am a beautiful way to die.
Toreador? Are these like actual character names, maybe? It's clan introduction, so I don't. The Path of Blood. I think the yellow title is like the name of the episode.
Is so much more. Hiding secrets and history. Breathing life into our eternity. Each drop a key to unlocking the unimaginable. We manipulate the blood. It obeys our command. I can make a turn on you. Become your worst enemy.
He exploded his head.
Thrones and titles. We seek knowledge. And knowledge is true power.
I'm real happy about that one. Tremere. Lions and sheep.
The misconception among the herd is that power has been stolen from them. But when only you carry in your blood centuries of honor and authority, your power over the crowd will rain down like a blessing, a gift.
Oh my.
I don't expect gratitude, but I do demand loyalty.
I'm guessing that pile of burning flesh was another vampire? Then true. Not actual gameplay.
This city will bleed you dry.
Yeah, we'll check this out.
You're young. You'll fight over scraps. Safety is bought with blood. Yours. Theirs. Ours. Make one mistake, and it's over. Here, no one's hands stay clean.
Oh man. Straight out of Stephen King right there.
You will come to despise it
It's the guy who was dancing before.
as much as I
Well,
do.
one of the guys who was dancing.
But I've waited so long to see it again.
Very cool. Alright. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I'm sure there's some more audio or whatever. Hey, shout out to Digital Mods. I'm going to give that one a thumbs up because they did a really good job compiling that. I don't know when all these videos originally came out, but I really appreciate that. So, we're going to move on now. We're going to skim through some gameplay real quick. This is 28 minutes of gameplay from IGN. This came out August 2019. Again, we're behind the times on this one for sure. I'd never heard anything about this, and I'm already pretty hyped. Let's check out some gameplay. Again, year old. The game's still not out yet, so this could still be, updated. Visually, it could be updated. Actual mechanically. Let's get some actual stuff going on here. If it looks like this, man, this looks cool. I love the first person aspect. And I believe that this has character oh gosh. Oh goodness gracious. Got to Angry Joe. Get out of here, Jojo. I believe there's character creation in this game.
Sounds simple, I know. But
So we have what is visually very appealing. So it has a nice art style to it where, like I said before, it's like a semi-realistic, semi-cartoonish. You know what I mean? It's not like eye-poppingly amazing, but it looks good. And especially, I believe these are indie developers, so it looks really, really nice. Obviously, the voice sync or lip sync, I should say, is not really that great, at least from what we're seeing right here. But that's something that never really bothered me. Unless it's like a AAA title, I don't really care if the lip sync is that good. No, I don't. And I'm thinking this is open world. Again, we're going to be reading through an article in a second. It seems either open world or semi-linear open world. Meaning that you have like map sections that you can go around and explore. Man, whoever did this demo did the most. I hate when demos act like this. Just play like a normal player. I noticed that we went into the alleyway, it said blind spot, so I'm guessing that means he's like hidden. So it seems like there's going to be, obviously, with it being vampires, a lot of assassination type gameplay. And looks like we have some thieving.
I assume your handlers have sent you to find our smelly friend.
I don't like your tone, pal.
No, they weren't. I can help. You can find.
I'm digging it. I'm digging this art style pretty hard. We're gonna jump up ahead.
Now you're dead. Holy shit!
Cool. So this is, again, I'm gonna keep throwing this out there. This is a gameplay demo from a year ago, over a year ago now. So it might be updated. And yeah, it looked like the combat was pretty clunky. It looked like it was kind of spastic. You know, he's throwing punches like a cheetah. But you know, it still didn't look terrible. I hope it does get updated, but I could see myself working my way around that. I like the lighting effects. They did a good job with the lighting effects in this for sure. You know, the way that the light's spreading out, the way that it's moving, it's not very pixelated. It looks very clean and realistic with its actual lighting area. I don't know what the correct wording would be there. Not sure what he just did. So something that I'm curious about is it seems like we have some parkour abilities. I don't know if we're going to have specific areas like, you know, is this the specific path that he has to go? Or is it going to be more like Assassin's Creed where you have very open movement? You know, you can... Is that person just chilling? Is that... Oh, I thought that was fire. You know, very open movement. So if I see a building I want to climb on top of, I can just find my way up there. Which is what I prefer. Or, you know, for a good example for a first person, it'd be like Deus Ex. Okay, so there was like one of our assassination right there. Obviously, did the classic vampire stuff. And yes, I'm pretty positive that we're gonna have character creation, because if this is what our main character that we have to play as would look like, it'd be a terrible looking main character. Look at all this. Oh, there's even guns. Okay. Loot it up. thought that person was just sitting there looking at their phone. Okay, I think I've seen enough. You know, it's 28 minutes. Again, that will be linked down in the description below. Now we're going to jump over to Vampire the Masquerade Battle Royale. This was just released today, I believe, just a couple of hours ago. So this is a short 32-second clip, and it's just an announcement trailer, but let's just take a look at it. Pre-alpha footage. All right, there you go. Not a lot was given to us there. It's you know, again, it's just an announcement trailer. So one thing I will say is just the way they presented that gave me some hardcore. It gave me some hardcore Shadowrun vibes. Not like the RPGs, but the actual Shadowrun for 360. The multiplayer game, which by the way still has active servers. It was one of the first games released on that generation, and here we are almost 2 generations later and people are still playing the game. That's how amazing it was as a multiplayer. I still play it from time to time. I had a ton of fun. Here's an article from IGN, or I'm sorry, from PC Gamer. Everything we know about Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I'm not going to read through the entire thing. We know that Bloodlines 2 release date, it got pushed back apparently to 2021 sometime. We don't need to see all the trailers. How long is the campaign? All right, the Hardsuit Labs estimates a single playthrough will take around 25 to 30 hours, depending on your playstyle. Paradox also said during the Clan Bruja reveal stream that if you play only the main quest line without speedrunning, you'll get your first non-Thin Blood powers through 5 hours into the game. Roughly 5 hours into the game. Like the first game, there will also be branching narrative and mini side quests, so the developers encourage multiple playthroughs, and like Bloodlines, the entire game will take place at night. Makes sense. Okay, I get it. Do I get to create my own character? Unlike the original Bloodlines that limited your character physical appearance to the clan you choose, it seems like character creation in Bloodline 2 will be more robust. The unofficial patch added the ability to choose your character's background in the original game, but it did not have much effect on the overall story. That's going to change this time around. No word on how much control players will have over the character creation process, but an integral element to the story is being able to choose who you were in your human life. If you say you were a cop or a coroner and you walk into a police station, the people in there are going to react to you differently compared to giving you your character a different background. Little things like that seem like they will make Bloodline 2 a different personalized experience for everyone, which is a great thing when it comes to RPGs. Agreed. I love that. We just watched the clan trailer, so yeah, so those were the name of the clans. Got it. Don't mind my stupidity. What are my disciplines, aka vampiric powers? Like the original Bloodline, players will have a few vampiric powers at their disposal to aid in combat or other harrowing situations. In Bloodlines 2, you can get up to a total of 6 active disciplines. There will be many clan-based powers to choose from, but since you start out as a Thin Blood, you can choose only one of the following powers. Chiropterans, I'm saying that wrong, sorry, derived from the scientific name of a bat, Chirotera, as I imagine what it must be pronounced as. These are you guessed it, bat powers. You can briefly glide like a bat and swoop down on enemies or summon a bat swarm to attack enemies. I love that. Mentalism. Oh, I just shot way somewhere. These are your telekinetic powers, or the ability to move stuff with your mind. You can pull objects with your mind and eventually learn to levitate enemies and NPCs in the air. Also really like that. I can only pick one? Dang it. Nebulation. You become your own fog machine, except way cooler. You can summon a mist shroud to hide yourself and the sound of your footsteps, or envelop your enemies in a choking vortex. That sounds pretty cool. Not as cool as the other two. As previously mentioned, Thin Bloods generally don't have powers and are considered the weakest of all vampires, but on a rare occasion, they are able to learn strange and rare disciplines without training, while others develop their own powers. Joining another clan later in the game will unlock other powers. You'll get to keep your Thin Blood powers. Below are the rest of the powers Paradox has revealed for its clans. To see which clans hold which powers, see the section about the clans. So we're not going to read through, well, I guess we could. Not as big of a list. And I don't know when this was, I don't know when this article was released, and, you know, if there might have been updates and that kind of stuff. Auspex. You can use Aura Sense to see NPCs through walls and mark their weaknesses, or Psychic Projection to detach from your body and explore as an astral projection. Potency. You're strong, like scary strong. You can use Fist of Cain to knock down walls and throw enemies, or Earth Shock to punch the ground and send out a violent shockwave to knock down enemies. That sounds like me right there. Celerity. This is a move faster than a blink of an eye discipline. You can disorient your enemies with Unseen Storm, or use Accelerate to slow down the world around you to dodge bullets and punches, both. Thaumaturgy, if I said that right. Use Skewer to turn your own blood into dangerous spikes, or Purge to make your enemies vomit blood that heals you. At higher levels, you can use Boil Blood to make an NPC explode from the inside and damage those around them. That's pretty awesome. Presence. You've got a deadly Je ne sais quoi. You can awe a room full of people and turn them into mindless worshippers, or entrance your admirers to follow you around, shielding you from harm. That's cool. I like that one too. That's a really cool one. Dominate. You can mesmerize an NPC, making them oblivious to surroundings, and pain or command an NPC to attack enemies or move objects for you. Okay. Fortitude. You can use Absorb to deflect attacks and heal wounds, or Personal Armor to turn your skin into stone like the thing. Dimension. Dementation, sure. You can haunt an enemy, causing them to flee in panic, or use Berserk to fill them with uncontrollable rage to lash out everything around them. So a lot of abilities to make people attack other people for you. I believe we've already said yes, we can pick our own clans and all that kind of stuff. What about romances? That's not something that really concerns me. Let's see. In a panel at PAX West 2019, US Gamer also interviewed Allison about a number of topics, including romance. Allison explained that Bloodline 2 is aiming to be less transactional than other RPGs when it comes to flirtation and sex in Seattle. It won't be as simple as inserting the right number of coins or gifts into a character to make more of your relationship. You can give people everything they want, and they might never give a crap about you, Allison says. And that's the way things are. It's properly grim outlook for a dark game. Okay, so it seems like there will be romance, just we'll see how they do it. Bloodline 2 is avoiding stereotypical depictions of mental illness. Sure. Anything else we know? Okay, so I'll also link this article and the next article in the description below. You can go through and read all of the stuff I didn't. We're going to probably read this entire one because this is a short one. Yeah, it's short. Little doodad. This is about the Battle Royale. I don't know if it's going to be part of Bloodlines 2 or if it's going to be a standalone. So a Battle Royale game set in the Vampire the Masquerade universe has been revealed and set to launch in the later half of 2021. The debut for UK and Sweden-based developer Sharkmob. The currently unnamed title was revealed with a teaser trailer showing warring sects of vampires battling through the streets and rooftops of Prague. The video description offers a few more details on how the game will function, noting that the players will be able to choose their playstyle and queue solo or together as they spend their time battling rivals in the hostile entity who's hell-bent on exterminating all vampires. It's not clear whether the entity will be a player-controlled character or a PvE NPC who interferes with the Battle Royale gameplay. Either way would actually be pretty awesome. Supernatural powers, weapons, and blood are listed as the main tools in your arsenal as you hunt, fight, and survive the night. It's not clear just yet what platform Sharkmob is planning to release the game on, but their website notes that they develop for PC and next-gen consoles. Sharkmob has 2 studios in London and Malmo, I don't know if I said that right, who will be working on the project. Through their website also states that they have 2 additional projects in the works. These are highly ambitious, AAA quality project powered by the Unreal Engine. One is in development, or is developed with Malmo as lead studio, and the other by London. It is no secret that we love action-packed online social experiences, so it is safe to say that these games contain such elements. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped. Obviously, we don't have a whole lot to go on for the Battle Royale. It's just that short little clip and then what we just read. But that being said, I think a vampire battle royale would be pretty cool. And if the gameplay is similar to what we saw for the gameplay of the Bloodlines 2, I'd be okay with that. I think that it looked very, very nice. I don't know if it's an open world RPG or if it's semi-open world. It obviously isn't linear. We know that. It's not a linear gameplay. And if you can actually pick your factions, that would mean that most likely you're going to be running around doing missions for different vampire factions until you eventually earn your way into the one that you want to be in. We know that we're going to be picking our backgrounds, which I love. It reminds me of a game from my youth that it's an expensive game to find and buy. You can only get it for PS2. It was called Coliseum Road to Freedom. One of the best games I've ever played. And it's so expensive if you can find a copy. But in that game, it was very similar to that as well, where you picked your background, and when you picked your background, so like what country you came from, because you start off as a slave before you become a gladiator. And so in that game, when you picked what background and all that different kind of stuff, it changed your appearance. It was randomized appearance based off of what you picked. So even if that's the only customization that we get is just picking our background, that's still pretty cool. I hope they do have an actual controlled character customization. And like I said before, based on what we saw in the one gameplay, it seemed like a very vanilla guy wearing just a white jacket. Didn't seem like a main character that the game developer would produce for us to get excited about. You know what I mean? He didn't seem like something we'd be excited about. It seemed like somebody made him just for the gameplay demo. So that's my speculation on it. If you know, yes or no, there's going to be character customization, please let me know in the comments below so that way I can either get more or stay about equally excited. I think this looks cool. Obviously, like I said, I didn't know about it till today, but I was scrolling through the internet, found it, and I'm pumped. I'm excited. So we're not going to talk about this too much longer. This is already a really long video, much longer than I wanted it to be. What I would like you to do is, if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. All right, we're so close to 1,000 subscribers. We're so close. We're only like 947 subscribers away. Okay, like we're right there. We're right there. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell of approval. That way you know when I release new videos. You can also give me a thumbs up if you like the video. You can give me a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Doesn't really matter to me. I care a little bit. And, of course, leave a comment below. Also, I stream on Twitch. Schedule is going to be changing soon, so I'm not going to tell you what days, but I stream on Twitch. You can go over there and take a look for yourself at the schedule. Hopefully you follow me over there and you can experience all the RPGs that we play live. The most important thing I need you to do, you right there, that person behind the monitor, behind the screen, I need you to stay beautiful, I need you to stay wonderful, and I need you to stay awesome. Remember that. You are loved. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.